Hey y'all, it's your girl Chi back with another video. Yeah, I'm about to talk to y'all today about how I got my hair from this right here to this right here. So, for starters, this first tip might be a little controversial, and that's take a break from all those protective hairstyles, braids, and all of that. It sounds crazy that I'm saying this, but I feel like everybody hair work different. So me personally, I used to keep my hair underneath quick weaves, sew-ins, wigs, and I would get braids and all of that type stuff. And it's like I never had the freedom to like really feel on my scalp, you know? And I'm saying this because first of all, it when your hair is up, most of the time you having build up. So you're not on like a regular hair washing team like a natural would, right? So your scalp is getting build up of dirt. And I don't know about anybody else, but I was told, or at least I assumed, I don't know exactly how it came to my mind, but I used to think dirty hair meant your hair was gonna grow long. I do not know why. I don't know, maybe it's a black person thing that had spread it and was wrong, but it's wrong. You supposed to be washing your hair. If you have buildup on your scalp, it's gonna not allow your hair follicles to grow. That's for starters on why I feel like you should like have your hair out. And then secondly, when I have my hair out, I know personally I keep my hair blow dry or pressed. Either one. You don't when I'm what I mean by that is clearly don't press your hair every day where you get heat damage, but press your hair on your wash days or like blow dry. Either one you want to do. Press or blow dry your hair on wash days. All this sound controversial, but think about it. When your hair is straight or stretched or whatever, it's allowing the natural sebum from your scalp to reach the ends of your hair, therefore like keeping it moisturized and providing growth. So sometimes when we have our hair in our natural state, that's why you see a lot of black girls to be having to get oils and like overly oil their hair. And it's like sometimes that can cause buildup too. So avoid buildup, I suggest this not for everybody though, this tip. But on your wash days, let that be the only day you add heat to your hair. And I promise y'all, like, my hair literally, like, I noticed it too because I have blow dry my hair. And then, like, I think it was like 4 days later when I took my hair out of a bun or a ponytail, however I had it, I, like, brushed my hair and I saw that my freaking hair was shining. And that shine comes from the natural sebum. And I'm telling y'all now, the natural oil from your hair, obviously you should have an oil that you put in your hair on wash day, but you would notice that your hair not going to be held down as much. But I noticed my natural oil from my hair went all the way down to the ends of my hair. I saw that it was shiny. So I'm telling y'all, if you especially, because it's not realistic for somebody to be able to keep up with a hair routine every day, because people always say oil your scalp every day, oil your scalp every other day, but that's why God gave us this natural sebum from our head. And if we are stopping that from reaching its ends, then obviously we're gonna have to go in oiling our scalps every day and stuff. And it's just something that's kind of, I know at least for me it's unrealistic, but if you somebody who can do that, then that's you and kudos to you. But if you a girl like me who I hate doing, if you hate just doing your hair and you want to do the bare minimum, please listen to these tips because that really helped my hair. The next tip, we're going to talk about trims. I know this is kind of like debatable, and then most naturals y'all hear telling y'all to cut y'all hair off or whatever as soon as you see like any type of splits in the shaft. But for me, I'm somebody who believe in progressive cutting. And I say this because I have did plenty of big chops before. I did 2 big chops actually in the last 4 years. And big chop not meaning like where I went bald head, but I cut my hair into a good length, like about at my shoulders or a little bit above my shoulders. I don't know, but I did that 2 times. And each time I was so pissed because I'm like, my hair was down my back, but obviously if it's split, you gotta, cut it. They tell you gotta quote unquote cut it. But if you believe it or not, in those 2 pictures that I showed you, there was no cut that happened. I will say it was a trim that happened, multiple trims. But that's why I said I believe in progressive. I believe in progressive cuts. It's 3 different things. You call it a cut, a trim, and dusting. I believe in doing trims of your hairs at least damaged, not like mine. If it's severely damaged, you know if you that person who's severely damaged. I don't know, maybe you could try doing progressive cuts, but then if that don't work for you, you need a big chop. But it's hard for me to just believe in big chops, because if you somebody like me who don't really keep up with your hair, when your hair start growing out again, you're gonna be back to day one. Like, it's just a waste of time. And now you keep being in a cycle of cutting your hair when you don't have all the patience for it, you know? So that's what I'm saying. Take my first step, which is take a break from your protective hairstyles. And second step, blow dry your hair. Okay, I explain why. But yeah, and then this one is try progressive trims, either by your hairstylist or by yourself at home. Do progressive trims if you about to slap your wig on. That's another thing, y'all. I will say, this is another tip. I'm sorry, I should have paired it with, I think, the second one I mentioned about you wearing your real hair out. When I say wear your real hair out, that don't mean you gotta go 100% completely natural either. What I mean by that is, like, obviously I said you could have your hair blow dry or pressed, but that's probably not gonna last long for a lot of people, especially somebody like me who work out, so your hair gonna be sorted out. So most of the time you're gonna find yourself with your hair in buns. But if you wanna go out and stuff and still look cute, I'm not saying you can't slap a wig on your head, because that's something I do. But one thing I don't do no more, which I used to do braid downs underneath my wigs, but now I don't know if this tip gonna work for everybody, because my hair is kind of on the thinner side. So if you got thick hair, this might not work. But I just put my hair in a bun to the back and then put my wig on. I don't do braid downs no more, because like how I said, I feel like the braids stop the oil from really like reaching the ends, you know. So I put my hair in a bun, and I make sure my ends where like my scalp can kind of like reach them, where my hair at least be touching up against it. So I put my hair into a low bun. And yes, that sounds crazy, but if you got thin hair, try this. Or if your hair damaged, your hair probably not thick, so try this. You could just put your hair in a ponytail and then throw on your wig, or I don't know, or throw on y'all half wigs, whatever y'all want to throw on. Well, not half wigs, what they call them? Them U-part wigs. If you somebody who likes to have a leave out, instead of getting the sew in, you can have a leave out, so you can still have access to your hair. You can do any of that. Leave your hair in a ponytail underneath whatever style you have. Not a tight one. Something very loose, though. Very loose. And I'm telling y'all gonna see results probably by the next time y'all take out our hair. Next point I want to talk about is diet. I know for me, when I'm eating high protein, eating a lot of greens and vegetables in general, I see my hair thriving. Like, I remember it was like a whole 2 months straight or something, I was eating just completely healthy, and my hair grew. And then like lately too, between those two images, I wasn't eating my best, but it was like maybe a whole week or two in between that period. I was eating like salads, and not just like regular lettuce salad. I was piling on the vegetables on top of it. So it's like, and that's literally what I would eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So like that could play a role too, your diet, your health. And I know some people get supplements, but yeah, you should always, if you take a supplement, but you should always have a good diet to go with it if you do decide to take a supplement. But if not, protein, vegetables, and water will do you some good for your hair. And lastly, I want to talk about is genetics, which is a very, very, very important role, which I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. That's why, like, when people go search up videos and stuff, they be getting unrealistic expectations. All you can really do is keep your hair healthy as possible if you're striving for healthy hair. But that's what you should strive for. You shouldn't strive for growth. You should strive for what you know your hair can be. That's what you should strive for. It's the same thing like when you go to the gym. You shouldn't strive for somebody's body you see online. You should strive for what you know your body can be. So everybody won't have hair that touches their butt, or hair that, I don't know if your goal is your waist, whatever. Everybody won't have that hair. Everybody won't have thick hair. I realize that's something about me. Personally, I don't have the thickest hair. I wish I did, but I don't, sadly. So it's like everybody got different stuff. Some people had longer hair than others. Some people had thicker hair than others. Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff that could be. And the reason for that is because genetics, your mama and your daddy. Like, however those cells that you got in your body show they feel themselves, that's whatever you get. So it's like all you can really do is look and try for healthy hair. So I'm saying that to say this: don't put a lot of emphasis on your hair. If your hair not where you want it to be at healthily, because I know last year my hair was way worse than this. Off. I know my hair was falling out, all different types of stuff. So it's like, don't be so much worried about your hair. Worry about slaying, giving these looks, like putting you on some hair like this, and taking care of yourself. Don't put your whole life on hold because you going through a 3-month program of trying to grow your hair. Like, no, just live your life and then do the steps that I told you, because that's the best thing you could do. I'm telling y'all, that's the best thing you could do, or at least try it. Because like how I said, everybody here, like if you got thick hair, you can't do one of my tips that I told you where you put the hair in a bun. Or if you, I don't know, if your hair is very sensitive to heat, maybe you can't blow dry or press your hair on wash day. So it's like, take this with a grain of salt, but I suggest y'all do that, especially if you're somebody who have been having stubborn hair growth and you've been doing all these millions of tips the naturals give you and it's not working. So try these, because sometimes the complete natural way is not the best way, because if you think about it, everything has chemicals. Even water is a chemical. So stop always hearing people talk about natural too. We need chemicals. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up because I don't want it to be too long. I might count the steps for y'all and put them in on the screen or down below. I don't know. But thank y'all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay pretty, stay blessed, stay kind, stay a little bit wretched just in case stuff get ugly. Yeah, so I hope y'all have a good day. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye, y'all.